You sit down to do something important. Maybe work, maybe study, maybe just something simple you know you should do, but instead, you open your phone. One video turns into 10. 10 turns into an hour. And at the end of it, you tell yourself, why am I so lazy? But what if you're not lazy at all? What if your brain is being hijacked? For years, we've been told a simple story. If you're not productive, it's your fault. You lack discipline, you lack motivation. But that explanation is outdated because today, you're not just fighting your own habits. You're competing against systems designed by thousands of engineers whose only job is to keep you hooked. This isn't a fair fight anymore. To understand what's happening, you need to understand one thing: dopamine. Dopamine isn't just pleasure, it's the chemical that drives anticipation. It's what makes you want to check your phone. Every time you see something new, a video, a like, a notification, your brain gets a small spike. Not enough to satisfy you, but just enough to keep you going. And this creates a loop. Scroll, reward, repeat. Scroll, reward, repeat. And this process keeps repeating. And the scary part is, there's no natural stopping point. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube are not accidentally addictive. They are engineered that way. Every second you spend scrolling is tracked. What you watch, what you skip, what you rewatch, all of it feeds into a system that learns one thing: what keeps you hooked the longest. And once it figures that out, it gives you more of it. This is why you lose track of time. You keep saying, just one more video, you come back, even when you try to stop. Because the system is adapting to you. Now here's where it gets worse. Your brain starts to change. When you're constantly exposed to fast, high-stimulation content, normal life starts to feel slow. Reading a book, too boring. Working on something important, too hard. Even watching a full video feels like effort. Not because those things changed, but because your brain did. It got used to instant rewards, so anything that requires patience starts to feel uncomfortable. This is where the biggest misunderstanding happens. You try to focus, and you fail. You get distracted, you procrastinate, and then you blame yourself. I'm lazy. I have no discipline. I just need to try harder. But think about this. If thousands of engineers are working full-time to make these platforms as addictive as possible, do you really think this is just about willpower? Or is it something bigger than that? Here's the good news. Once you understand the system, you can start to break it. Not by relying on motivation, but by changing your environment. Simple things like turning off notifications, setting limits, creating distance between you and distraction. Because the goal isn't to fight your brain, it's to stop it from being constantly triggered. You're not lazy, you're living in a world where your attention is being competed for every second. And once you see that clearly, you stop blaming yourself and you start taking control. Do you think this is intentional or just how things evolved? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want more videos like this, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.